Entrepreneurs have lots of ideas.
Yeah.
How do we know which is the good ones and which are the bad ones?
Yeah, you have to kind of get out there and see. I mean, I know I've made the mistake. I have not invested in some of the greatest companies in Oregon, right? Because I couldn't come to closure with them, and then they were later very successful. Part of it is what they call this lean startup model, which really is all about, you have an idea, get out and start testing the idea. Because the fallacy of the old startup model was pour a lot of money into an idea, and because we hired a bunch of MBAs and we got this beautiful building, we'll be successful. Now it's more about, well, let's say in the cattle, it doesn't matter what the industry is. You start talking to people in that industry. Usually most people start with an identified need, right? You go to the grocery store and you're tired of waiting in line. And you go, what about a different way of a grocery store where, I can just make this happen in a more efficient, I've always been, and I think it's a real problem. Then you start going out and you start doing some research on it, right? And you find out, do other people think this is a problem? Then maybe you develop a solution and you start testing it. And a lot of people, what they do is they start at a very basic level. So let's say in software development, what they'll do is they'll mock up something, right? That's just real basic, just to give people the idea, and they go out and start talking to people. I mean, your single best thing is start engaging customers, right? And it is a little bit like that lemonade stand, right? It's like, you think you've got a novel recipe for lemonade, well, darn it, get out on the street, put your price, and you will be wrong, but you're going to learn from that experience, and the feedback is going to help you to manage to come to something that actually is a business model that can work. It's the same idea. Let's say you're a restaurant. You want to start a restaurant, and you have this great idea for a restaurant food, and you think this is something that could go, well, here's an idea. I know there's, one of my daughters is dating this guy who works for this company that delivers home food restaurants that you can't normally get. That's an interesting idea. So if I was just starting with that idea, I'd start in my own town before I'd start trying to do it all over the United States. And I'd start very small. And I'd just try to see, can I get any traction on this idea? And the good news about that is too many times entrepreneurs will bet their house, which is very admirable. But they'll put everything on the line and potentially destroy their lives. I would advocate trying to structure a test. It's really like the scientific study. You have a theory, you go out, test that theory, you get feedback on your results, and then you continue to iterate on that. Did I answer your question?
You did, thank you.